What's up everybody, D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla -1 news roundup. In this video, we will be continuing our chronological journey through the release and development of Godzilla -1 by talking about events that happened in April 2024. Things are starting to chill out in -1 land over here, and I'm kind of here for it. It's going to be a real chill episode. So after the release of Godzilla -1 and all of those interviews with Yamazaki in which he gave a lot of insights into what a potential sequel is going to look like, and then the announcement that he's back for a sequel which happened very recently, there was a nice little middle ground in there where not too much was going on, and that's where we are now. And I'm actually kind of happy about it. It'll ease me back in. Starting out, I want to show off some art, but as many of you know, my computer was recently hacked, which sucked, and wound up wiping out all of the reservations I had. So a lot of this art from here on out will be submissions that you guys have sent me, and please send me more over on Twitter at dman1954gojira. This first piece comes to us from Good Guy over on Twitter, and it is his Jira -1. Obviously photoshopping Godzilla -1 to look like Jira from Ultraman. I like the way he's given him the spines as the frill. That's pretty cute, and I like the coloring on him as well. I thought that was a lot of fun, and the one I think is even more fun is that he followed it up, Good Guy again, with a Gomez -1. I believe this is actually taking from Shin Gomez, and this one actually looks awesome. I love the way the spines are done here. I love the horn on his head. I think that this one looks great. The hands have been altered. This one just has a lot more differences in the design, obviously, because the original Gomez looked a lot less like Godzilla than Jira did. So I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to show it off. Next up, this one comes to us from Theo Croc, and this was directly submitted to me following the great hack of 2024. And this is his Godzilla Battle at Sea art. I thought it was a lot of fun. The Godzilla design here looks pretty -1 inspired. I love the lightning, the rain, everything like that, and I love the battleship shooting Godzilla. I'd love to see a scene like that with this kind of atmosphere of Godzilla fighting a warship at sea during a storm. That'd be epic. Thank you so much for sending this, Theo. I really appreciate it. Bandai revealed their iconic series Godzilla -1 shirts and merchandise. I really love the way they've turned Godzilla into his own name. That is just sick, man. And they've also incorporated the G from the G-1 logo in here. It is so cool. I like this one a lot. This was another one that I believe they had at Anime Matsuri. It's just super cool. Cavity Colors revealed their Godzilla -1 line, and their first one that they've shown off is this epic one of Godzilla with the train in his mouth. It looks so cool. The back print is the quote, "Is that Godzilla?" with the foot and then Godzilla's face, but I love it. I love the smoke coming out of the train. Cavity Colors always kills it with their merch. Here's the one of Godzilla at sea chasing the Shinsei Maru. This is a shirt and a hoodie, as well as a long sleeve. I love all the variations of it. I think that this one is fantastic as well. I always love the Cavity Colors art style. The final one is almost like a retro banner where it takes a couple images from the movie and transforms it into a shirt. I think this one's also pretty cool, although that one's probably my least favorite of this set because it does not have that wonderful Cavity Colors art style. Speaking of, I'm wearing right now Cavity Colors Godzilla -1 merch, and it is like the highest quality Godzilla -1 merch out there. So I'm not sponsored by Cavity Colors or anything. I would love to be, but I just wanted to shout them out because I'm always a huge fan of their merch and I wear it all the time. A quote sticker pack was released for Godzilla -1 alongside the Blu-ray for the movie in Japan. It's just a series of stickers with quotes about or from the movie on it. It's very strange. I actually have this because it did come with the collector's edition Blu-ray. Next up, Toho released some water-resistant -1 stickers. I really like the sepia tone coloring on it. It's really cool, and it's a different way to view the movie. I never thought about seeing it in sepia tone, but that's pretty sweet right there. Some small Godzilla -1 merch sets were released, some acrylic stands, some stickers, and this was alongside stickers of Chibi Godzilla, Godzilla Battle Line, which I actually think is a lot of fun, and I believe this is a Godzilla Hamtaro crossover here. Additionally, the theater exclusive pens and keychains were restocked and repushed in Japan, so you could get those as well. These were in Toho cinemas, as well as the Godzilla store, I believe. Some limited series Satsuma Kiriko cups were revealed for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. There's a red version and a blue version. On the insides of both is a Godzilla -1. Pretty sick. The red one looks very New Empire though. I wish it was an evolved Godzilla on the inside. There was also versions released for Godzilla -1 color, and those are very beautiful. I really like those. Toho revealed the Golden Bandai Monster King series Godzilla -1. This is of course the large 12-inch Godzilla -1 from Bandai, and it just looks great. Love the gold. It just is awesome. I'm happy to see them celebrating their Oscar win. It's super cool. A golden Godzilla sticker was put out at Toho cinemas, And then the Easy Hobby Omega Beast Godzilla Odo attack version was teased. That looks incredible. Oh my god, that one looks great, but not as great as what might very well be the holy grail of Godzilla -1 collectibles, and that is the Prime 1 Studios Godzilla -1. My Goji was revealed from Prime 1 Studios. He looks phenomenal. Truly, truly phenomenal. He was so epic that they released a teaser alongside to show this thing off. He has glowing spines that actually raise up the back as they activate, and then they make the mouth glow as well. The fiery smoke effects also glow orange on the ground and in the buildings, and they wanted to make this figure not just capture Godzilla. It wasn't just supposed to be an encapsulation of My Goji, but it was supposed to be an encapsulation of Godzilla -1, the movie. They wanted to make a statue that captured the entire film, the tone, the tension, the drama, and wow, did they pull it off. This thing looks amazing. They reveal how excited they were to make their first Japanese Godzilla, but they were actually pretty fearful of it because while they have made many MonsterVerse Godzillas and they look incredible, they're really worried about the Japanese Godzilla doing that character justice because his legacy is a lot longer than the American Godzilla. They wanted to make a figure that captures the terror of Godzilla in -1, and so they wound up settling on the Ginza attack sequence as being the perfect inspiration. This Godzilla figure is supposed to capture the despair that Takashi Yamazaki wanted to capture during that scene as well. The Hattori clock tower was a crucial element of this sculpt, and they actually got permission from the actual Seiko Group Corporation who owns the clock tower today to recreate it accurately, including on the backside, where you can see they've actually added details of like what the rooms on the inside of the building look like, and the architecture matches to the real building as close as they could. They included people running away in fear from Godzilla to create a sense of tension and despair. They also included small details like the writing on the door of the clock towers from the film accurately, as well as included some references like the tram on the street. It was important to get the muscles and different proportions of this Godzilla down, as he's very differently sculpted than the US Godzilla, which they've had lots of experience making. And they posed Godzilla so that from the chest up, he would be a 1-to-1 match from the poster for Godzilla -1. This figure is meant to be displayed from literally any angle, and that's one of the main reasons why I really celebrate what Prime 1 Studios does. They put a lot of attention to detail into his eyes. His eyes have even the smallest of details recreated from the movie, and it's actually inspired by the chase at sea sequence as well as his attack on the train. Finally, this figure was made with the express approval and permission of director Takashi Yamazaki. As absolutely stunning as it is, it also runs you $2,000, so good luck getting it. Godzilla -1 was announced to be coming to Amazon Prime Video in Japan in May of 2024. Alongside that, Godzilla Color and Shin Godzilla orthochromatic version were slated for Japan's Amazon Prime service as well. The collector's edition Blu-ray of Godzilla -1 was released to the public. It was then announced that Godzilla -1 would be featured at Godzilla Fest Osaka. Here is the Godzilla -1X Godzilla Fest Osaka collaboration poster, stating that Godzilla -1 would have a presence at Yumekita Square. There would be giveaways and menus as well as merchandise. The Golden Godzilla Ichiban show from the Oscars campaign was then featured at the Godzilla Fest Osaka, promoting the event. Godzilla -1 was then seen at a collaboration mural in San Francisco's Oracle Park along with Godzilla -1 merchandise. A Golden Godzilla was on display at the Shinjuku Maru Annex, which is actually the mall that the Godzilla store is located inside of. Godzilla Color re-released in Japanese theaters on April 26th as part of a massive relaunch campaign for the movie. A Godzilla -1 fan cheer screening event was then held in the Toho cinemas Umeda and Shinjuku on April 19th. A hype reel featuring Captain Hota himself, Mio Tanaka, was included for the movie. Here's a little announcement from Tanaka explaining that there will be a cheer screening and hyping everybody up for it. Tanaka Mio and Nojima Tatsuji, who was one of the VFX people who won the Oscar for -1, appeared at the Toho Cinemas Shinjuku screening of Godzilla -1 for the fan cheer event. One of these was held back in the day for Shin Godzilla as well. Everybody gets to bring their Godzilla figures, wear their merchandise. They get exclusive merchandise for the event, including what looks like some Godzilla hats. They are also given glow sticks, which are meant to change color, and you're meant to swing them along in tandem to the music, celebrate Godzilla's atomic breath using them, and all sorts of other fun things. Tanaka hyped up the crowd before the event began, and it's very fun and very wholesome. Here's a photo of the cheer screening audience, and you can actually see Nojima in the audience here. He's up front and center. I believe Tanaka's next to him, but he's all blurry. Yamazaki then made a surprise appearance at this event, and it was legendary, with the fans going absolutely crazy and giving him the praise he deserves. Following this, and upon the enormous success of this, Toho expanded the cheer screenings with Tanaka returning. In doing their announcement, they featured a clip clip of Operation Wadsumi from -1 with Tanaka giving his lines along with the movie. And you can just see the fan excitement in this video alone. Toho celebrated Godzilla -1, making 7.45 billion yen with 5 million people in attendance with a photo from the cheer screening. The cheer screenings were expanded with a couple more showings added all over Japan. A VFX commentary version of Godzilla -1 was then released in theaters, with the VFX Oscar winners giving a commentary of the movie in the wake of their Oscars win, giving insights into the making of the film. I can't believe that screened in theaters. That's a crazy thing to screen in theaters, and I hope it did well. That's really cool. And as you can see, Toho knew how to keep this movie in theaters and knew how to keep making money from it with all these different variant showings of the film, keeping it relevant for a really long time. Toho's president and CEO, Hiro Matsuoka, had some things to say about Godzilla -1 at CinemaCon. He revealed that he was incredibly moved to see -1 become such an enormous hit around the world, and says that it was incredibly validating to see Godzilla taken so seriously by so many people. He then thanks his exhibition partners and makes it clear that without people displaying Godzilla -1 in theaters, promoting it, and people making merchandise, figures off of it to keep it relevant, the movie would not have had the success it has. And that'll do it for this one, guys. Someday I really hope to go to one of those Japanese fan screenings of the film, one of these cheer screenings. It feels like a lot like G-Fest, but a little more formal. Those G-Fest screenings at the Pickwick are just legendary. And it would be really strange because theaters in Japan are so different, where people are so quiet and don't make any noise during the movie, so it'd be really exciting to be in an audience who felt comfortable to make some noise during the film. That'd be really cool. I hope to someday go to one of those, because that just looks so much fun. Thank you guys all for watching. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. It is through the support of the patrons that I'm able to make videos like this for you and to keep making videos in the first place. If you want to support the Patreon, you can use the link in the description below, where you can get early access to content, access to the Discord community, and more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time for the next one. D-Man out.